February, a typically great month to cruise, and Disney still in port in Galveston. The Magic has 3 cruises planned. We've got the forecast for your trip down, beach time, and the trip back. Stick around and find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to What's the Weather. I'm Brett.
I'm Sherry.
Thanks for joining our channel here again. We are building a community of the forecast, and Sherry's got our Sherry suggestions, of course. Hey, let's talk about the Disney Magic. We went on that cruise last year, right?
We did. We took the boys since they were on break from college, and we had a little Disney Magic.
So we went from Galveston down to Progresso, and we came back. Now, on our way down, we ran into a storm. A cold front went through.
We did. It altered our plans. But that was okay. We made the best of it, and it turned out it was actually a very funny, a very good time.
So where did we go? What kind of museum?
I preface this with all the excursions were canceled because we got into port late, and so when we get there, we have no plan. We have no idea what we're going to do. And now, knowing what we know, I think we could have probably gotten a private excursion.
Yeah, probably so.
But at the time, we didn't really know and hadn't been to Progresso, so we walked along the
boardwalk, walkway.
We walked along the boardwalk, and we passed this meteor museum. I have to find out the name. I'll have to put the name in the comments for you and a link so that you can check it out. So we talked about it. We said, should we do it? We'll do it. We did it. It was really interesting.
You're seeing some of the pictures from inside the museum. They didn't speak any English at all.
Yeah, the tour was completely in Spanish.
Yeah, but you can get headsets that'll translate for you, but we just kind of picked our way along. We understood. A big meteor hit that part of Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula, killed all the dinosaurs, left a bunch of cenotes around, and it's a fabulous archaeological area and great piece of history.
And it was fun because, again, we snuck in one of those little history things for the kids.
We always seem to do that. All right, so let's talk about the forecast here. Last time when we went down, we had some real choppy seas. We had some bumps. In fact, at one point, we were looking out the windows, and we could see that the sea was going up, and then the sea was going down. But that's okay. We had a great time anyway. But
we did.
Let's check out the forecast and see what it's going to look like for your cruise from Galveston down to Progresso and back. All right, let's jump into the forecast for Galveston down to Progresso and back in the Gulf of Mexico in February. Typically, when we look at the climate around that part of the world, that time of the year, in that part of the month, 12th through the 16th, 16th through the 20th, and the 20th through the 24th, that's a relatively mild time in the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, we're not in hurricane season. We don't have to worry about any kind of tropical storms or anything of that nature. What we do have to worry about, cold fronts coming into the Gulf of Mexico that can kick up the seas. Sometimes you can have some rough seas coming back into Galveston, maybe out in the middle part of the Gulf of Mexico. And then sometimes, if a cold front makes it all the way down to Progresso, that can either slow your arrival into port, or it could also maybe just kind of make things a little bumpy as you get there. All right, let's take a look at the forecast as you arrive in Galveston for the All Aboard on the 12th. And it looks like there could be a cool sail-away party with temperatures in the mid-60s. Next day at sea doesn't look too bad. I don't expect the seas to be too rough. You will see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, some cooler temperatures in the lower 70s. But when you get down to Progresso on day 3, boy, it is looking fantastic. We're looking at potential temperatures in Progresso in the 80s, and that's typical for this time of the year. They typically have some wonderful weather in Progresso and lots of sunshine. You know, in Progresso in the month of February, it only rains one day, so that's really an advantage if you're headed there. Now, water temperatures are in the mid-70s. It might not be the warmest, but Progresso for day 3 looks pretty good. Coming back, not bad. You get back into the port on the 16th. A little cool in the morning, arriving with temperatures in the low 60s. And if you're in Galveston, maybe doing a little sightseeing or headed home, headed back to the airport, temperatures will approach 70 degrees by the time you are headed home. All right, next Disney Magic cruise out leaves that afternoon, February 16th to the 20th. You're looking at a little chance for a rain shower in the afternoon. I mean, a small chance. 20% chance at best. But let's take a look at the way the week lays out here. Next day at sea, you got a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s. We'll go into more detail on Tuesday down in Progresso, Wednesday on the way back, and then Thursday, kind of cool, arriving back in port with temperatures in the upper 60s. All right, so all aboard time and temperatures in the mid 60s, that sail away. Cool once again, upper 60s, but plenty of sunshine. Getting down to Progresso on day 3, temperatures in the mid 80s. With a mix of sun and clouds, water temperatures again are going to hold in the mid to maybe upper 70s by this time. You've got some breezy winds and a fairly nice day. Headed back, not too bad for that sail back through the Gulf of Mexico, but when you get back into Galveston on Thursday the 20th, a cold front moving through, so it will be cooler. Make sure you leave a jacket out so that when you get off the ship, that you're not too cold, as temperatures could be in the upper 50s at that time, but it warms up to a seasonal high in the upper 60s by the end of the day. All right, pre-boarding, getting ready to go back out on the 20th. Well, not too bad. Again, we'd have temperatures in the upper 60s for that third cruise on the Disney Magic, February 20th to the 24th. At sea, not too bad. Pretty typical stuff here, Gulf of Mexico for February. Getting on down to Progresso looks really nice. Coming back, lots of sunshine. Mixture of sun and clouds, a little cooler with another front arriving as the Magic pulls back into Galveston on Monday, the 24th. All right, what does that look like on Thursday then for your all aboard? 66. And sunshine, sail away, 68 degrees. Now watch this. We get down to Progresso. Again, one day in the entire month of February, it rains. And that day you're in Progresso, that will not be the day. The temperatures in the upper 80s. That sounds perfect for the beach, but remember, the water temperature again, mid 70s that time of year in the Yucatan Peninsula. On the northern Yucatan, if you were headed over to Cancun in mid to late February, the water temperature can be as warm as 81 degrees. Coming back across the Gulf, I don't expect too many problems with waves. So maybe as you get closer to Galveston, there is another front coming through. And so as you arrive back in port on the 24th, temperatures in the upper 50s. The afternoon temperature, make sure you have that sweatshirt, maybe a souvenir sweatshirt out, as temperatures will only be in the lower 60s. All right, that's a look at the 3 itineraries in the Gulf of Mexico and the Disney Magic, the 12th through the 16th through the 20th, and the 20th through the 24th. That's a look at the forecast, but now Sherry's got a suggestion for us today. This is a fun one.
It is a fun one. I want to talk about fish extenders and pixie dust and the difference between them and kind of how they came about. So if you're about to go on a Disney cruise and you've never seen this, or maybe you've seen it or heard about it, but you're not sure how it works, I want to talk a little bit about that. Today I want to talk about fish extenders and the difference between fish extenders and pixie dust. And pixie dust I'm going to do in another video, but for fish extenders I just want to explain a little bit about it and what you can do and kind of how it works. If you've never cruised on a Disney cruise before, Disney cruisers, we like to spread the magic. And so what evolved was this fish extender idea. And outside of all the cruise doors, there's a little fish. And it's a little place where if the cruise people need to leave communication, mail, they hang it over your door, tickets for different things and that kind of thing. And so what Disney cruisers have decided to do is create, again, a gift exchange. And you sign up for this and you agree that you're going to exchange gifts with certain other families on your cruise. Well, how do you find those families on your cruise? The best way to do it is to go on Facebook and search your particular cruise. So you would put the date, February 20th, on the Disney Magic, and you should see your cruise pop up. And you want to join that group because that's going to be other people that are on the cruise the same time you are. And somewhere within that posting, there should be a link where someone has set up a fish extender group. And you can go on there and you can agree to join that group. There's a variety of different fish extender groups that you can join. You can join one for just adults. You can join one for entire families where you get a little something for each person in the family. You can join one just for kids. You can join an ornament exchange. I've seen those around Christmas time, and that's pretty neat. So there's a number of different ones you can do, but you need to do them early. So for our cruise, when we went in 2024, I found the cruise group too late, and fish extending had already shut off. So what I had planned and things that I had made to share, I ended up having to pixie dust, which again I'll talk about in the next video. So, depending on, again, what you want to do and kind of how much you want to obligate yourself, if you sign up for one of these, you are expected to reciprocate, because people are kind of counting on you. Those kids are counting on you, just like you're hoping to get something from them. Okay, so the fish extender, how did that name come in? Well, that little hook that's outside your door, Disney folks started putting these really cool little bags, fish extenders outside their doors. This is one that I got off of Amazon, so you can order them off of Amazon and then you can iron on or do whatever you want. I've seen people make really cute ones. You can go to the dollar store and get like 3 different Disney bags, and then you can just hot glue them together. If you do a search on images for fish extenders, you can find a whole host of ideas. So don't feel like you need to spend a lot of money on this. So once you have your fish extender and you've decorated it however you want, and you set it outside your door, then you just take time and during the course of the week kind of deliver your items to the other families and vice versa. Again, this can get pretty pricey, so don't overextend yourself. Make sure if you're going to stick with a fish extender group, that's why they're limited. That's why they're pretty small. I think usually 5 or 6 families only, so that you don't feel like you have to get tons and tons of stuff. And plus for packing, I mean, you don't want to have to go on the ship taking an entire suitcase, right, just of fish extending gifts. That's not the purpose. The purpose is just to spread a little bit of magic throughout your cruise, and it's kind of fun. So tons of examples are online. You can go on Pinterest. You can look at any of the blogs. Again, that Facebook page is going to be really, really helpful. For our cruise, I had made all of these little picture frame, and with our ship date for a picture to put in a frame, kind of a mat. So I had made a number of these because, again, I had intended on joining a fish extender and it didn't work out. So I think I made like a dozen of these, and then I did some really cute koozies. And because Disney has paper straws on board, I put the koozie and put a little plastic straw with it, like one of those silicone straws that you can buy, and those are really neat, kind of helpful for the cruise. So there's a ton of things that you can do. Seen a lot of neat pixie dust ideas, and again, I'm going to share some of those with you on the next one. So if you have any questions about fish extenders, throw it in the comments. If you have a picture of something that you've done that you're super proud of, put that in the comments and share that with somebody else. If you have any ideas, again, please feel free to share that. We would love to see it. I always love ideas, and I'm always looking at Pinterest to see what we can do for the next cruise. So that's just my suggestion for this one. Thanks.
All right, so that was a great suggestion. I never thought about fish finders. I didn't know what a fish finder was.
A fish extender.
Yes, exactly. I didn't know what a fish extender was.
He still doesn't.
Yeah. So anyway, but now I do, and those are fun. Those are fun going around everyone's room and dropping off those surprises. Hey, if you liked this video, if you found this forecast and Sherry's suggestion helpful, please like, subscribe, or comment below. You can also share this video.
Share the video, share any tips you have. If you've done a fish extender, let me know what you did and what you would have liked to have gotten in your fish extender.
Yeah, and please share the video or share at least the link with anyone you know that's going on the cruise and needs that forecast. And by the way, there goes Felix. He is one of our cats. We have Felix and Twister, and Felix always likes to show up in the videos. So thanks for watching. We appreciate your time, your energy, and your talents. For Felix, for Sherry, I'm Brett. Have a great vacation.